Hi, my name's Pip. I just wanted to talk to you about the two types of Diabolo you can get. You can get fixed axle ones, and you can get triple bearing ones or single bearing ones. I just want to talk to you about which one's best and why, and pros and cons of both. Now this is a fixed axle one, which means that the middle bit doesn't spin around. It's all fixed. And then we've got the bearing one, where the outside spins and the middle bit doesn't move. I'm going to talk to you about the fixed axle one first. These you'll find the most common ones. They're the most durable ones. They don't break as easily, they don't wear out as easily, whereas you'll find that the bearing ones you have to keep replacing the bearings. You can do almost the same amount of tricks on each. You can do the elevator trick on the fixed ones, but you can't do that at all on the bearing ones. But you see how you got to keep it going, because it just runs out of spin so quickly. So I think if you're going to learn tricks, you're probably better off having the triple bearing one, because then you've got a lot more time to work on your tricks. I find that the circle acceleration is the best acceleration on the fixed, and I find that when you try and do the Chinese one, you end up getting it in a knot. You can do it, I just think it's easier on the other one. When it comes to grinds are way more fun on these, because they grind for ages. They also have that really satisfying sound. You hear that lovely... However, it means you're wearing out your bearings. So you can't do the elevator, but you can do grinds, and you can do finger grinds. You can't do this on the fixed one. You can feel the air coming off there, you can hear it, it's just really lovely. You can injure yourself more with these, because when they hit you they're going a lot faster, so they burn and cut into you. But hopefully you don't do that. Another trick you can do with these, a lot easier than the fixed one, is the infinite suicide. I'm not the greatest at doing it, can't do it at all on the fixed, but at least I can give it a go on this one. Another thing to bear in mind is that eventually you'll get onto two Diabolos, and when you get onto two Diabolos, I think you'll find it's easier with the fixed axle, because you can do wrap starts, whereas you can't do wrap starts very easily on the bearing ones. So I think for two Diabolo work, go with the fixed axle. They seem to sort of, you can feel them better. I feel like I've got more control on these. What's that one? But when I try and do two Diabolos with the bearing ones, I just think it's a lot harder to learn, because you have to really feel them. So it's difficult to do the start, and they spin so far and so fast and so sort of smooth that you don't really have as much control on them. I bought these types because I thought that they're about the same weight, so I would be able to do them for two Diabolo work, but I still find that I don't use these bearing ones at all for two Diabolo work. I only use my fixed. So although I've got a bearing one on there and then I put my fixed one on there, they kind of spin differently. Like, they feel really light, the triple bearing ones. So I just feel I just don't have any control, and I can't do acceleration with them. So yeah, I find if I'm doing single work, I use these. Double work, I use my fixed. I guess it's up to you. Price-wise, well, you're going to keep replacing the bearing ones, whereas the fixed ones are going to last a lot longer. These were Sandia Suns, and they were almost double the price of the Juggle Dream Hurricane, which are these ones. Quality-wise, I don't think there's that much in it, although people do swear that Sandias are the best. But I really don't think there's that much in it. And another thing to be mindful of is these scratch up really easily, so I tend to just use them inside or on grass, otherwise you just end up scuffing them. That's about all I've got to say. Happy Diaboloing!